Hey, it's time. The Casspir is a mine-resistant ambush-protected vehicle that has been in use in South Africa since the 1980s. It is a four-wheel drive vehicle used for transport of troops. It can hold a crew of 2 plus 12 additional soldiers and accommodate associated equipment. The Casspir was unique in design when launched, providing for passive mine defense. The main armored steel body of the vehicle is raised high above the ground, so when a mine is detonated, the explosion is less likely to damage the crew compartment and kill the occupants. The cross-section of the hull is V-shaped, directing the force of the explosion outwards, further protecting the occupants. The vehicle also offers crew protection from small arms fire. The capabilities of the Casspir were the basis of the outline capabilities required by the US Marines for their mine-resistant ambush-protected vehicle project. The name Casspir is an anagram of the abbreviations of the customer, the South African Police, and the Design Authority, the Council for Scientific and Industrial Research, or CSIR. Although the Casspir was deployed in townships during the apartheid era, it was initially designed specifically for conditions encountered in the South African Border War. It was at first extensively used by the infamous covert police counterinsurgency unit in northern Namibia during the apartheid era, and later also by the Southwest Africa Territorial Forces 101 Battalion and the South African Army's 5th Reconnaissance Regiment. The chief criteria for the design was good off-road mobility, armor protection against small arms fire and anti-personnel mines, and ease and speed of repair by a light workshop crew in the field after detonating an anti-tank mine. These requirements led to the distinctive V-shaped hull for mine protection and a wheeled chassis. The Casspir was designed by the Defense Research Unit of CSIR specifically to protect vehicle occupants against landmines. It is certified to protect its occupants against a triple TM57 mine blast, which is equivalent to 21 kilos of TNT, under a wheel, or a double blast under the hull. The Casspir has a V-bottomed armored monocoque hull designed to deflect the force of an explosion outwards, to which a leaf spring suspension is attached. After 2 years of field testing, the South African police were eventually satisfied they had a good vehicle, and in March 1980 placed an order for an initial 140 Casspirs. Some 190 Mark I Casspirs were manufactured by Henrik Fluhauf. In 1981, production was taken over by TFM, which improved the design to the Mark II. TFM was subsequently taken over by Roymech OMC. An estimated 2,800 Casspirs of all types have been built. In 2018, the engines, gearboxes, shock absorbers, differentials, and other parts are still being supplied by ADE, or Atlantis Diesel Engineering, in South Africa, as well as the later model, the Casspir NG2000. The South African Police Service sold some of their surplus Casspirs to the public at a 2008 auction. A new Casspir, known as the Casspir NG2000, is being manufactured by Denel Meshem and was launched in April 2013. The Casspir has entered South African popular culture as an icon of apartheid-era state repression and are controversial for the continued deployment in South Africa for policing tasks. A Casspir made out of beads with Ndebele designs, which is the traditional African style with the bright colours and the sharp shapes, was installed outside the Iziko, South African National Gallery, as a representation of the iconography of the vehicle. Created by the interdisciplinary contemporary artist Ralph Zeman, the artwork is titled The Casspir Project. A Casspir also forms part of the South Africa Apartheid Museum's exhibit on repression in the townships in the 1980s. Casspirs were extensively used by the human characters to enter into the alien settlement zone in the 2009 movie District 9.